Hey you guys, Crazy Box here. So it's been a long time since I last uploaded a video. I'm going to be updating my Gravekeeper deck. I've had a comment saying that how inconsistent the other one was and whatnot. That other deck was basically trying to experiment on how to make Supernaturalist as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I've only won 2 games, and it was only against one Spiral deck and one Pendulum. Against Alter guys, like there's no chance for me to beat that deck with that inconsistency, especially if they have like what's it called, hand traps. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my most consistent Gravekeeper deck, and I think it's probably what I will bring to the regionals. There's some tweaks. I wouldn't say it's like the best, but I think it's pretty consistent. Gravekeepers in general lack a lot of draw power in their decks, so a good way for Konami to give us something would be a draw power Gravekeeper. But yeah, so let's see what we have here. Here we go. All right, so before we continue on, just want to give a shout out to Game Ending Mats. This has been a while too. I'm one of the admins that takes care of a lot of the Facebook online community for the Yu-Gi-Oh groups. So there was an issue with the owner with gem mats and some other person, but he gave all of the admins this free gem playmat. So look how good this looks. So it actually feels really nice. So if you guys want to look at the product or check it out, you should check their website. I'm probably gonna put it on the description down below. This is not a paid YouTube video, not yet anyways, but yeah, just want to give them a huge shout out. So I'm gonna start with my monsters. All right, so here we go. All right, you guys, so I'll start with my monsters. Like I said, this is the most consistent, I would say, for a Gravekeeper deck would be. This would be very competitive, not like the other one where I wanted to spam out Supernaturalist as soon as possible. This one, I run 3 Commandants, of course. This time every rarity is nice and shiny, so you guys can indulge in this 3 absolutely amazing Gravekeeper Commandants. I don't think you'd ever run 2. I've tried that before a couple years back, but it's definitely inconsistent. 3 Commandants is where you want to have, so you can get Necrovalley as soon as possible. 2 Gravekeeper Recruiters. This is basically your Sangan, so if whenever it's sent to your graveyard, you can add a 1500 or less defense Gravekeeper from your deck to your hand. So yeah, just a search monster guy. The other one is 2 Supernaturalists. Of course, this is the guy that creates your fusion monster. One good thing about this guy, sorry, not guy, girl, is that it has 1500 attack and 1500 defense. So when you have a Gravekeeper, Necrovalley, if you put it in defense mode, it's 2000 defense. So yeah, it's pretty good. Those are 2s, and 3s of Commandant, and my one-offs are 1 Headman for basically your Rite of Spirit. Actually, I had a comment about whether or not I would be running Rite of Spirit. That's a good question. I'm gonna test it out with or without it. It is a good card in theory. It's just that I have to have a Gravekeeper in my grave. And actually in this deck, I may have more Gravekeepers in my grave. So, I mean, I'm gonna test it out. So I'll let you guys know what I think of that. 1 Headman, 1 Spy. So yes, I do run Spy in the consistent Gravekeeper deck. I would only run 1. I wouldn't run 2. Honestly, this card is slow in the format. And fun fact, it's a she, not a he. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I would just honest just run one, just the 2,500 with Necrovalley on defense. So hey, so I do run one heretic. I don't run two. I just think he's very weak. So in terms of attack, I mean, his effect is like insane. Basically, he's invincible. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say about this guy. He's just invincible, except his attack isn't as high as you would think. Around one Descendant. Descendant is pretty good, 2,000 attack, and it lets you pop a card by tributing another face-up Gravekeeper from your field. So yeah, it's pretty good. And one Shaman, is that how you say it? Shaman. Gravekeeper Shaman. I mean, it's the reason why I said I will try and have Rite of Spirit, the trap card that lets me reborn a Gravekeeper, is because of this card. If I have this on my field, basically Necrovalley is not prone to like Twin Twister or anything, and this is my Abyss Dweller. And with this, and Necrovalley put it on defense mode, basically I shut down my opponent's grave forever. So it's really good. And then it says here, while Necrovalley is on the field, your opponent cannot activate field spells, and also field spells cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. So if I have this and Necrovalley on the field, and I'm playing, for example, like a Mystic Mine deck, they cannot activate that Mystic Mine in their hand. So it's pretty good to shutting down your opponent's other field spell cards. Okay, so for spells, I do run 3 Necrovalleys. Like I said, you can indulge again on this amazing ultimate cards. Actually, shout out to Michael for selling me the 3 Necrovalley ultimates and the 3 commandants. He actually owns 3 super spies, which is insanely high in price right now. So I did not buy that off him because I don't know. It's just the price for the one card. I mean, for a playset is ridiculous. It's literally like almost 100 each, 100 Canadian, I guess, or more each. Yeah, so it's pretty insane. So anyways, around 3 Necrovalleys, you guys know what that means. When I activate it, you guys cannot activate anything or move anything from your graveyard or banish. You just can't move anything in the grave. Necrovalley Throne, you guys know what this is from the previous video. I can add, or I can normal summon, extra normal summon. And then this one, I run 3 Pot of Dualities now for this most consistent. Same concept as before. I want to draw whatever I don't have in my hand. And like I said, the deck does lack a lot of draw power. So 3 Pot of Dualities is fine. Somebody asked me about me special summoning and all that stuff. You only special summon with Supernaturalist is on your hand or on the field, and I mean, you'll see later on. I run 3 Super Polys. I mean, that's the only like special summon times I would have to special summon. So I mean, 3 Poly Dualities is fine. It's just for consistency. And I do run 3 Super Polymerization. So this is where I think it's a kind of like a game breaker, because my monsters are dark. So if I run into actually some that one Altergeist monster that's also dark, I can Super Poly it. I mean, it's not a that matchup is like pretty bad. Again, like for me, I mean, Altergeist players like really love playing against me because, I mean, it's easy win because it's just really hard to deal with everything that they have. But Super Poly is extremely good. Couldn't believe that this was still unlimited from the ban list, but the ban list. So yeah, it's pretty insane. Yes, I do run 2 steel, so I do not run 1 steel. Like I said, this is more of the consistent Gravekeeper deck. So 2 steel because you do run a lot more Gravekeepers. I do not, as you can tell, I don't have a Dyna. So instead of Dyna, I do run Hidden Temples. So 2 steel to add 2 Gravekeeper monsters from my graveyard. I run 2 Hidden Temples of Necrovalley. This is the one that shuts down your opponent from special summoning as long as I have a Gravekeeper in my field and I have a Necrovalley. Or actually, did it say any if either a Gravekeeper monster or a Necrovalley is on the field? Oh wow. Okay, so if you play like mirror match and they special summon a lot, yeah, then it's you just activate Hidden Temples. Yeah. So I do run 2 Pot of Desires. I do not run 2 Pot of Extravagance on the main deck because if I do run 3 Super Polys, my main issue if I run 2 Pot of Extravagance is I may lose my I may lose my monsters that I might activate with Super Poly. So that's the reason why I run 2 Desires instead. I don't bump it to 3 because I do not want to. I mean, I guess you could bump it to 3, but I would. If I bump that to 3, I would run 2 Pot of Dualities. But I don't know. I feel like 2 Pot of Desires is fine. I'd rather get Pot of Duality anyways, and obviously the one card off is 1 Demise. So yeah, I do side Pot of Extravagance because Pot of Extravagance is an extremely good card. So for this one, for my traps, I run very little compared to previous Gravekeeper decks. I run 3 Solemn Judgments, 3 Imperm. This is just basically my hand trap if I go second. This is my only hand trap, as you can see. I run 2 Solemn Strikes just for anything negations of monsters. And Imperial Tombs. Yes, I do run 2 Imperial Tombs for this particular deck profile. 2 Imperial Tombs are really good. I wouldn't bump it to 3 just because I still need to have a Necrovalley and a Gravekeeper monster on the field for me to activate it, and it's a once per turn kind of activation, so I feel like this is fine. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes with the side deck. The extra deck is basically exactly the same as what I had before, so I don't have to show you guys that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Just repeating myself, but just want to give another huge shout out to Game Ending Mats for the amazing mat that I have here. I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.